Welcome back.
Starfleet intelligence needs your help.
Alright. It's gonna be text only. Klingons developing a new weapon in the Maga system. The information means this new torpedo. Someone claimed to have a master's personal force. And we need to bring Brazil. Actually. This one's actually one of the oldest.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer for this job.
Oh yeah.
We're counting on you.
Brazil. She actually speaks this time round. They've got contact to one of those vessels, and we need to disable the ships and board it. Yeah. Here you go. And we click on Klingons. That was a nice bit of fun. There down. Final push target. That's great. 59. Target the wing. Only bug the tag.
Whatever you need, sir. How can I help you?
Just go secure the engineering deck. Man, this is. Oh, this isn't. This is big. Well, hey. Item. Okay. I didn't realise one of those Klingons was carrying trouble. Still alive though. Was it lunch?
Your orders, sir?
Deck secure, but we need to clear out the Klingons on the bridge. To the table, lift to the bridge. Before we continue, I need to talk about the size of this room. This it's not the size that this is basically because this was originally made for Statistical Line for quite a few, one of the earliest maps. Statistical Line. You might have seen a few of the bigger maps, but then they were inside facilities where you could understand for being this big, but it's out of a little ship. Yes, you can understand that. Yeah, because this engine room makes it's not little. Oh, sorry. Let's forget to switch the doors around from the standard bridge to normal to this mission. Yeah. Boop. Right, that's cleared out everyone, but one, I think.
Whatever you need, sir.
Right, the ship and the bridge is secure. And many Klingons are going to the bridge. Commander Burgess said there was information that was valuable to us. Check the ship's log and visit the ready room. Yes, see this. If you this bridge is about the similar size to the one in the Klingon tutorial. Actually, it probably is based on that one. And actually, the ship's like
Captain's personal log. I have been betrayed by my first officer, a man I considered my friend, Kavok. Why? He and a group of traitors tried to take the ship. Kavok is the only survivor. There is also evidence that Kavok sent a coded message to Federation space. I do not understand why a warrior I have trusted with my life would do this. He tried to explain, but I do not need to listen to the words of a traitor. Let him rot in the brig. Ambassador Bavat has ordered me to bring him to the Imaga system for questioning. Kavok will die screaming. It is not an honorable death, but it is the one Kavok deserves.
alright. Should be one which should be already in there. Right. See the brig. Whoa. Alright. Whatever these things have been doing, they've not been keeping tidy. Oh, there you are. Over the cell.
You
Right.
are my enemy, but today you are my only hope.
Alright.
I will redeem my honor. I was once the first officer of this ship. I served the House of Bavat loyally and well, and fought by my captain's side in battle. I thought I was living an honorable life, and then I learned what Ambassador Bavat's plans for the war were. I could not let Bavat do such a horrific thing. To unleash such a weapon upon the galaxy for his own ends is the act of a coward, not a warrior. I gathered a small group of officers who thought as I did. Our plan was to take over the ship and fly it to the Imaga system. There, we would either stop this Doomsday before it occurred, or die in battle. I tried to take this ship. I failed. Now I am dishonored, and I must redeem myself or die.
Right.
Do you have more questions?
So, why did you contact Starfleet Intelligence?
When my plan to take the Targ was discovered, I knew I had to act quickly. Bavat has much more than the experimental weapons from the base in the Briar Patch. He has a planet killer, a ship of such destructive power that nothing can stand against it. He intends to use this Doomsday machine to attack Federation worlds.
Yeah, okay, that does not sound good.
I find myself in a strange place. To regain my honor, I must join forces with my enemy. I sent a coded message to the Sol system and hoped that the right person would hear it.
Oh yes, he did.
Do you have more questions?
Why do you think Fat's doing this?
Fat is obsessed with conflict. He believes that the Klingon Empire will stagnate and fall into degeneration and ruin unless they have enemies to fight. Without war, Bavat believes that we will destroy ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Bavat found the planet killer, and he ordered his scientists to learn how to control it. Now, he plans to attack and destroy one of your worlds. The Ambassador knows the Federation wants peace. But if there was an attack where billions died, would something so heinous make you want revenge? If he succeeds, the war between our peoples will be endless, and Bavat will have won.
Okay, yeah, not good.
Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this planet killer.
It is a ship with no crew. Its hull is solid neutronium. It fires beams of pure anti-protons, and fuels itself with the hulks of destroyed planets. Weapons are useless against it. The planet killer is ancient. I have heard stories that your Starfleet defeated a device similar to this long ago. I hope that you will be able to defeat this one as well.
Okay.
Do you have more questions?
Where did Bavat find this Doomsday machine?
It was a floating hulk deep in the Taong Nebula. Ships from his house searched for months before they found it. Bavat claims to have knowledge of the future. He says that is why he knew the planet killer would be found in the nebula. Its location was forecast. I do not know if this is true. If our actions cannot change our path, then are we imprisoned by fate? Was I destined to lose my honor and betray my captain?
Okay.
Do you have more questions?
Fat has knowledge of the future.
So he claims. I was once one of Bavat's most valued officers, and he told me much of his plans. Bavat said that centuries ago, there was a temporal Cold War. Factions from the future manipulated people in their past like pieces in a Klingon game, each trying to change history for their own ends.
Oh yes, there's a few things from Don's about that. Tell me he's got plans for me in the future.
Agents from one of these future factions, the Nakul, came to the Klingon Empire in the 22nd century. They tried to gain my people's loyalty by revealing much of what was to come. My ancestors listened and recorded all that they were told. Then they spat in the Nakul's faces and sent them back to their own time empty-handed. even then, we would never be willing slaves.
Yeah, Klingons never be willing slaves, as far as I can remember.
Since then, the knowledge that the Nakul offered in trade for servitude has been preserved by a small cabal of Klingons. This organization ruled from the shadows, using what they knew, what was forecast, to guide the future of the Empire. Bavat is the last. He has no sons, and trusts no one. When he dies, all that came from the Nakul dies with him.
Yeah.
Do you have more questions?
What was your plan to stop the attack of the Doomsday machine?
Bavat had a plan to stop the Doomsday machine if he ever lost control. This ship is equipped with Hak-Peng torpedoes. They have a greater yield than any weapon currently used by the Empire or your Federation. The planet killer is hidden in the Imaga system now. My plan was to fly to the system, disable Bavat's control over it, and then use the weapons on this ship to destroy it.
Okay.
Do you have more questions?
Why can't we send a fleet to the Imaga system to stop the Doomsday machine?
Bavat's forces have total control over the Imaga system. To keep any ships but those loyal to him away, Bavat has installed a series of generators that maintain an energy drain, much like the Breen weapon that disabled ships during the Dominion War. Bavat's ships have been modified to withstand this drain. Any others that approach the system will be helpless.
Okay, not good.
Do you have more questions?
Right, what shall we do now?
Help me. Repair this ship and we will fly it to Imaga together. Then we can disable the energy drain so your fleet can enter. With your help, we can destroy the Doomsday machine and end the threat to your Federation.
Forget sound more. You got a message from Space Tech. Yeah, no, the reason why these are big is purely these rooms are really big, is purely because of that. This is year 1 or 2, this mission was built in year 1 or 2. That's the reason why Vazil isn't speaking much. But basically due to a bug at the time, you were basically stuck with a viewpoint like this, and every time you went under a door, it made a complete. It didn't like low ceilings like the game does now, because the game can cope with me standing right next to a pillar or back against the door. Well, a lot better than. But yeah, that's the reason why these rooms are quite big. It was a fix for a bug they couldn't fix at the time, that they couldn't fix during launch, and a lot of these rooms are still around. Most of them. This is probably the last major mission that isn't set aboard a ship that has one of these small rooms. At least the ones that are in the main storyline. So that's the situation at yards.
Do what you think is best. It's risky, but Kavalk may be our best chance to stop Bavat and this planet killer. I'm notifying all available ships to change course for Imaga. Once the energy drain is taken care of, they'll move in to support you. I don't need to tell you how important it is to stop the Doomsday machine before Bavat can use it to attack populated worlds. Millions of people are relying on you to save them. I know you can do it. Good luck.
Yes, Captain.
Repair team and bridge crew over. We'll need to use this ship.
Understood. I'll join you shortly.
Yeah. Well, to Mag. Okay. Right.
I'm monitoring communications from the planet. They're not calling for ships, so either they haven't noticed us, or they think we're supposed to be here. We're safe for now, but that could change.
Okay.
We need to scan one of the generators maintaining the energy drain to get all the information I need to finish a new command program. Be careful. Bavat trusts no one, not even his own men. He may have defenses in this system even I don't know about.
Okay. At least you want to know what you do. This is the standard Braille class that you get from the Klingon tutorial. Yes. This has 3 universal. This ship has 3 universal slots, seats for your bridge officers, and is, unlike your normal Braille class, is not equipped with a photon torpedo. It's equipped with a harping torpedo. But then it's got and just to also with the harping torpedo, which I will cover again later, but torpedo high yield will not. Stuff like torpedo high yield won't work. I've already tried it, and as you can see, I've just equipped some bridge officers. That will help us. I also forget. Cloak. Oh yeah. Why have a cloak? We will need to disable the cloak. Oops. Stop, reverse. Before anyone goes and asks, what if you can't, if you click the structure, can I cut up quick this stuff? No, you can't. We've tried this before, that's yeah, initially could. There's an absolute, some items still floating around from that era. From the initial week of the few times you fly a ship on the other a temporary ship, and this is the first temporary ship you get to fly. And oops, yeah. Defense drone, nice. Let's scan that again. We probably want
drones? Bavat must have upgraded the security. Scanning the generators now. I have the data. We will need to load the control program into all 3 generators. After that, we can change the command codes from a terminal on the planet's surface.
It sounds like a big problem. At least. And a few things that quite close. When you disable a cloak, you actually get a small damage bonus. Okay. That harping torpedo is pretty powerful. It's still powerful, but it can't run certain items away. Certain fire modes that most of the torpedoes run. Yep. I'm not bothered to cloak.
The generators are under our control now, but your ships won't be safe until we lock Bavat and his forces out of the command consoles. I've equipped your away team with holo projectors, and they're ready for the mission. And Captain, remember that you're a Klingon now. Try not to look too out of place.
This is actually been redone slightly since we initially did this mission. This mission originally made. There was a lot longer sequence within aboard the ship. We were running around with this holographic previous before.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking. The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the Targs. The holo emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Right. Yeah, I said we were running around. We basically went around to repair the ship and did some. And this was initially a 3-way mission. Was a mission where you could complete with other players. You still can, but or maybe not still can, but that was quite a bit of fun when we had multiple copies of that ship floating around. And there was actually a requirement to get out of a item doing that with that, but remember, ooh, there's a nice item here. Some eyebrow spray and power cell. Never a bad thing. I see the click around. We've got to be careful. I rather hope we don't have to fight all the way down there. Hey, some booze down there. Nice. Right. It's like Console Alpha. Nope.
Captain, I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either need to convince them to leave their post, or find other means of getting access.
Okay. Never bugs. This one looks like it's more like to not let us pass.
The Empire will... No one is allowed to use this. Death to the enemies of the Empire.
Hope that no one catches us. Yeah. Beep beep beep.
I see your mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that Bavat used to control his Doomsday machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you. Meet me back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends and my honor is restored.
Right, let's get back. Hope we don't find anyone. Any tags for too close. Just all. And what are those that tag being eaten? Just that type of gas. Uh-oh. Let's see, you had to go and tag both of those consoles. I said this is actually a remastered, slightly remastered version. Yeah, Kabalk, oh dear. And that, oh dear.
You? You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishna cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood. We face our enemies as warriors, Bavat. We do not massacre innocents with machines of death.
There are no innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the planet killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
Ah, damn it. Transported away. Okay. Yeah, let's get back.
Captain, Klingon comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
I see it. Bavat's planet killer is here. Maybe it has a weakness that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
Okay. And this navigation beacon. Boop. L2 scan.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, there's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around. You'll be killed.
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles puglod, koi pukbe pu, yakbo matbo sheshuvui, se machume uv. Mashu managich makochu, nipe in majak wov ku. Van ma hekbej enjo kinstak, van bumadi bupare, mashutak kumame mashuta, ma ov.
I'm reading significant damage to the Doomsday machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did.
Well, there it is. I also got to hear that this is a small ship and it's very light. And we don't have the tell you that I've got to be more pretty powerful. Right. The problem is that this has got to take 10 shots to take it down. Just slightly out of range. Brilliant. Now we're down in range. So there's only one shot, one weapon, it can do damage. So we need to get out of the way. I might line up for the one. There's 5 shots actually. Nice. Torpedo away. One more shot will do it. Clean up. Ready. Line them up. Torpedo away.
Captain, Commander Burgess is patching a subspace signal through to us. The message is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
Okay.
Captain, my name is Kamen. While the Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds, I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
Okay.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the Bird of Prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship.
Okay. Yeah, we don't get to Bird of Prey.
The important thing is that the Doomsday machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
Right, let's go. There. That's pretty funny. And we're done. That was actually the... Wait.
Kvolk's loss is unfortunate, but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
Oh yeah. Right, so we can have a pick-up-a shield. Well, the shield at this level is particularly low. Not too low. But these are all the standard shields. I mean, your resilient shields takes less damage. Takes less damage per hit, but doesn't have much shield in itself. Covariants are basically more shields than you can, but take a while to restore. Regeneratives, not much shields, but regenerates themselves really quick. And the standard shields, about middle of the road. And Harping torpedo launcher. As I said, nice weapon. Just not brilliant against anything which isn't that isn't a. This is absolutely not particularly brilliant. Doesn't have any of the. Doesn't support torpedo spread or so it's a weird torpedo that doesn't affect torpedo spread, and high yield doesn't affect it. And we also have to pick up a bridge officer. We can have pick up a human male, a body male, or alien. Pick one of them.
Congratulations, Commander.
With the that out of the way, we're done for the. In the meantime, and next time, we'll be. We don't know what we're doing, so see you guys then.